And we're live. It's Adam Robinson, founder and CEO of retention.com. And I'm talking about a fail today. 8 weeks ago, I put out a Work in Public number 7. I had just read Alex Hermozi's $100 million offers. And I thought that I had come up with the greatest publisher offer of all time. And what that offer was we were going to help publishers grow their list exponentially and provide a deliverability guarantee. So like talking like, 10 times list increase in 6 months. And I thought we could do it. We put staff in place to do it. And I was super excited about it. The people we hired were super excited about it. The publisher customers, we talked about it too and onboarded were super excited about it. However, 2 months later, it appeared to not really be working at all. And there's some lessons in here. So there were a couple problems. One, our customers really didn't seem to want to take our deliverability advice, which was like a key part of this. And there's this strange pull towards larger list size because that's how publishers monetize. And it was just very hard for us, to be able to try to get them to slow down. There was another problem where some larger publishers we were dealing with, they just have such a large organization, and the people who were implementing the strategy were different and had different incentives than the executives who loved the strategy. For instance, one publisher, despite our recommendation, which has worked for thousands of customers of sending a welcome series, they wanted to explicitly, against our recommendation, send an email to someone who did not opt in on the site asking for an opt-in in the email. No one's going to do that. We've had several people try over the years. It doesn't work, and it leads to huge complaint rates. So that's just an example. And Diane and I were talking about it last week, and it's just our e-com business, anybody who looks at it can't say anything but that's one of the best businesses I've ever seen in my life in terms of velocity, unit economics, the whole thing that's going on. The product is fantastic. The customers are beyond excited about it. And all of these publisher deals are just kind of stuck and not really where we want them to be. So we have just decided to, again, resume a passive position rather than an active position with respect to this publisher space. I just feel a moral obligation, since I am reporting our successes, to also report my failures and my shortcomings and highlight the things that I think I had the wrong call on. Number one, I love this saying here, your intuition about product in particular, it's a very bad indicator of market viability. What does that mean? It means you have to go out there and try stuff. And a lot of the time, what you think is going to work just doesn't work for like some reason. It's been happening to me over and over again, so long as I'm still in this game, which I hope to stay in for as long as possible because I love this game. It's going to keep happening to me. And the idea is to test with as few resources as you can. And then when it is proven that it's not going to work, then, you just got to wrap it up. And no matter how far down the experience road I get, I'm still messing stuff up. Experience is not a silver bullet, especially with this intuition and market viability stuff. Still getting stuff really wrong, and I'll keep reporting on stuff that I'm getting really wrong. This one was just an epic fail. It's really easy to get excited about a book and an idea, and then you go to try something that sounds awesome, and it blows up in your face. And finally, I think a good lesson for this particular situation is the devil's in the details. The big picture of this offer sounded incredible. We thought that we had the right team in place, namely with Tyler, to be able to handle this. And I kind of thought that there was a small risk that the customers would not behave how we wanted them to, because when shit hits the fan, especially with email reputation. It's kind of like a survival mode, but that actually wasn't quite what happened. It was like they were ignoring us in the opposite way that I expected. They just like wanted to keep going harder and harder, even when stuff sort of didn't look right. Which it just is what it is. But it was reinforcing the fact that we have this thing that is like people are ripping the product out of our hands. We're getting pulled forward so fast, and this other thing is not that, right? So you gotta, double down on the winners, chop the losers quick or whatever. And follow me if you want to watch me build a unicorn in public. That is the recap of the failed $100 million offer publisher experiment. Signing off.